How's it going, guys? This is Vaughn. We're back in American Truck Simulator once again. We got the big guy out here today. This is Dom's 379 and the Dom's box trailer. So we have kind of the combo there. They've both been updated to 154, so of course that's what we're going to do today. It's been a long time, I think, since I've driven this truck in the channel, so I'm happy to be back in it. And we're here at our Rygate, Montana garage. I'm going to pick up also in Rygate at K&D Equipment, so we will get on the road for that. And then we've got Cat 3408 under the hood. I think it's kind of an uncommon engine to have in this truck, but not completely unheard of. But anyway, I'll give you a quick look at the truck, the different options that we've got. We've got the backlit front steps there, which is nice. Chrome paneling. We got the Dom's, as you can see there, chrome shop skin, metallic. It really only has two colors to choose from, which is the actual gloss and the main, the base of it. But it still looks nice all the way around. Got the custom filters. What else? Nice Hodge-built fenders, pretty much all the way around on the tractor and the trailer. And we got the custom chrome option for the sides of the trailer. A little bit of customization there on the front of it. The actual panel itself. We've got some nice horns there on the hanging off the chassis right there. Little headache rack too, which I completely spaced about putting lights on that headache rack, but that is what it is. Then we've got Jasper's tires and wheels. We have the Peterbilt 24.5s, pretty much all the way around, the polished version, and then the of course 24.5s on the wheels, the Goodyear tires. All the way around as well. It's looking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I think they call that, you could correct me if I'm wrong, a bow tie sun visor as well. Everything there on the top, on the actual roof, is Dom's as well. The horns and the lights, the marker lights up there on the top. Bullets, that's what they're called. Yeah, bullet lights. And then we have, of course, here the... I believe this is the, is this the 72 cab? I think it is. Somebody who's more familiar can correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of sped through the build because it takes a while for everything to get built with all the options that are there, but everything's super top tier quality. So if you don't have this truck or the trailer, you're really missing out. They're both payware, of course. I'll link to Dom's site for the actual price. You can go and check them out if you don't have the two already, but I think there's a discount if you get them in a combo, the bundle of the two. He's also got the Beta 600 Kenworth that's out right now too, so definitely feel free to grab that while you're at it. I know it's a bit of a cost there for everything, but you're definitely not getting any sacrifice in or compromise in quality. Everything is top tier quality as usual with Dom stuff, so for what it's worth, there you have it. So anyway, let's go ahead and head out of this garage. We've got places to be, things to do. So let's hear our engine right here. Don't worry if it sounds a little thin out here. It sounds really nice inside the cab. Let's get the lights on here. Everything is lit up nice, as you can see, all the way around the trailer and the cab itself. Everything's looking nice and fantastic. So let's go inside here. There we are. Get our brake in. GPS is working. We got our CB nice and backlit. Inside looks really nice. Love the wheel as well, the steering wheel that comes from Fish Pants. His steering wheels pack. Also payware, but much cheaper than the truck. It's about $7. All right, mirrors look good. I think we're ready to roll here, so let's go ahead and get on it. That was a nice sounding engine, that is for sure. And again, kind of sporting a bit of a modest one here. It's only 700 horsepower. I say only, but you know, it's still decent. I absolutely love the scenery out here. This is one thing I have been really telling the guys in the ATS expansion team. This is definitely one of my favorite stretches to drive through because it's You know, it's like it's that rural feel to everything. And man, I tell you what, I wish that I could have my sim screens right here matching the inside, because I love these green needles. And of course we have carbon backing for the dash panel. You can get all kinds of options, different wood grains, paint, factory options, swirl, I think aluminum as well, if that's your thing. So like I say, you're definitely not missing, you know, out on any quality there with the different options that are available to you with this truck. Everything just feels nice and smooth today. In fact, I might bring the wheel down a little bit because I like to be able to see all of the gauges on the inside here, even though I do have like physical gauges in front of me. Digital gauges, that is. So I think I'll probably do that because this wheel is pretty large actually, so I may do that after we go ahead and pick up here, so hopefully I'll remember about that. But yeah, it's a beautiful truck. I haven't driven it in a while, and I think that it was time after it dropped, the update for 154 dropped on it. So everything looks real nice.
Get ready to turn left.
And it runs smooth as butter, of course, too.
Turn left.
And its brakes are a lot more sensitive than I thought. It's time to get our polished wheels nice and dirty. Totally okay with that. In fact, we might even get some precipitation, so we'll see. Those clouds back there are looking pretty dark, pretty heavy. Interesting. So that message just came up for Judith Gap. So apparently this pickup site registers as being in Judith Gap, but it's actually just outside of Rygate, Montana. We also have some nice physics. As you can see, our shifter kind of moves around with us with the cab, and so does the CB radio cable and the air freshener, so that's pretty cool. I don't think the parts are separated like the FLX, where the hood shake goes separate than the cab, but that's okay. For what we do get out of this truck, I am definitely not complaining. All the nice details. In fact, we don't even really need to have our... okay, yeah, we're not turning left because there is absolutely nothing to see there. Actually, we're going to have to back in here because our pickup spot is facing the road, I believe.
You have arrived at your destination.
Shoot, I should have pulled in from the other side. Wasn't thinking there. Alright, let's just do a little wrap around this shed here. Next to this horse trailer. I'm pretty sure I can sneak this around without smashing anything. Check it out, they're loading up some hay. That's pretty cool. It's probably strapping it in as we speak. Oh! Oh boy, okay. Whoa, okay, nice. That was actually good timing. Little doggo just right underneath the trailer, just enough time. Holy crap. That could have been bad. Not the way we want to start the day off. Running over our fellow doggo in the yard here. It didn't really make me aware that there's roaming dogs here, so I'm glad that glad we saw him, and I'm glad he ran underneath the trailer there. Hope he's all right. Okay. No killing animals today. All right, let's get the let's cut off the engine, even though we don't really have to. And I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the steering wheel. Oops, there we go. Let's see, is the tilt gonna be enough? Yeah, I think actually right there is pretty good. I don't think we need to actually bring it up or down. Maybe just a tad like that. Let's see. How does that look? Nice. All right. I like that. Cool. Let's get her loaded. All right. It's going to take about an hour, looks like, or just under. Very cool. So we should be all loaded up with pallets, I believe. And we should be headed over to Broadus. Let's just check our destination. Yes. This will be another candy site. Equipment site. Cool. And actually, it's a garage, too. So looks like we're doing a kind of a private job for somebody, which is nice. All right. Let's head back in. All right. Sounds cool to me. We'll go ahead and go with our headlights off, I think. But we'll just leave the lamps on so we have the gauges at least. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Get the brake in there. Okay, let's see how we do. Oh yeah, no problem. We have 700 horses in here, as I said. So I think we can even take off in one without stalling.
Turn right.
Well, we're not turning right. I think you're a little confused there, Sky. It's actually left. So it's your other right, Sky. Okay, looks like the way is clear there. Man, words cannot express how much I love this area. This general stretch of road to drive through around Reigate and Millstone is honestly like one of my favorite areas to drive in the game, I have to say. Might sound like a broken record at this point because I've been saying that for a while now, I think. But I never get tired of coming through here. It's my favorite thing is the rural stretches of roads. So to see all of the farmland and ranch land is my favorite, personally. I do like driving through the city every now and then, but this is always where I kind of default to, and it's my happy place. So glad to be back here again. Leaving Candy Cattle. All right, no need to stop here. Let's get her some juice. Oh yeah, nothing better than that, man. Love it, love it, love it. Just gotta be mindful of our speed changes here, because I think, okay, we're fine for now. I think once we start actually passing through Reigate, the heart of it, I think we're going to get a speed change down to 45 or something like that, but we'll see what it looks like here. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing well, and want to thank you all for the support on the channel as always. Yep, there's our speed change. Oh, I don't have a Jake? Uh-oh, that's not fun. Alright, well, we're already down to 55 here, so there's another site right there that we've picked up from before.
Continue straight on.
So I believe I current time of recording this, we've got approaching 930 subscribers, so we are getting closer and closer to our first 1,000. And I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are tremendous. All the support you showed, leaving comments, and of course, the most valuable thing is your time watching the videos and coming back for more. It's a goal of mine one day to have a schedule where I can upload, maybe not daily, but more so than, I think it's been averaging about once or twice a week. So it's my goal to just keep increasing that as much as I can, because I don't want to, it's hard to commit with having a full-time job and other responsibilities, of course, too. It's hard to commit to a daily schedule. Of course, I wish I had that opportunity, but yeah, with the current state of affairs, I do the best I can. So I really do appreciate all of you guys watching and loyally supporting the efforts that I can put out and everything. I do always try to put out the best content I can, and it does take a little time in preparation, but the bulk of it is the actual recording and then editing later. So being that my schedule is quite full, it's sometimes all I can do to just put out one video a week, which a lot of you guys have told me you're okay with. So being that that's the best I can do, it is what it is at times. But yeah, for what it's worth, you guys are absolutely amazing, and can't thank you guys enough. And we'll see where we go, going forward. Definitely lots of exciting stuff coming up. We're still waiting on a new truck from FLX modding. We've got, of course, no shortage of trucks to check out. We have a beta truck dealing Mac truck that VD modding, not WD, is working on.
Turn right.
That'll be cool to check out sometime. Very soon, actually, is my goal. You have access to that beta version if you're a paid supporter on his Patreon, or their Patreon. And of course, Driver 47, busy as ever on ATS expansion. So new sites coming soon. There's of course a lot already in the latest update for 154 that's going on, and even beyond mods, from modding perspective, seeing where SES wants to go with the game too is always exciting. It seems like with 154, and I think this is kind of a mutual thing or a common thing that people have expressed as well. The performance seems to be down a little bit since 153. I've noticed more people complaining about stutters and dropped frames and stuff like that, and I can attest to that too firsthand. Yeah, there's been some weird behavior in regards to the game with its performance lately. Not sure why. I'm not sure what exactly got changed that would have affected it as bad, but it's like even driving through areas like this where it's normally really smooth, it's still choppy at times.
And then turn right.
Not that it's not that huge drops occur, kind of like that one just did. Kind of timing there.
Turn right.
So it's not always like huge stutters. It's just like kind of like this area right here, we're seeing choppiness going on, seemingly for no reason, and then it's smooth again. So I don't know really what to think of that. It's very annoying for sure. Like right now, I mean, we're dropping frames again. So I don't know what to say about that. We're just trying to tough it out, I guess, power through this. It may also be worth noting that this truck is pretty heavy on your resources on your system, so you definitely want to make sure that you've got at least a beefy enough computer. It doesn't have to be like NASA level, but especially with the amount of customization and headlights and such that you can do, it's worth mentioning that this truck will be pretty heavy on your frames, especially with the lights on. So just a, note there. There's also been some interesting ghosting and stuff lately. Like, I'm not sure if you can tell after all this compression is put on the video, after it's processed through YouTube, as you're seeing it, but how I'm seeing it currently, it looks like behind on the face of the gauges, that back face, there's a little bit of ghosting going on. Hopefully it's not as pronounced for you as you're watching this, but I don't know, there's some weird stuff like that going on that ordinarily Snowy Moon does a great job of removing, because otherwise it'd be worse. But yikes, lost some frames again. And this actually is also another notorious section of the SES map that's really known for its what would you call it? Its impact on your performance, which is Billings, Montana. It's always been that way.
And then turn left. Turn left.
Can't believe I don't have a Jake in this truck. That's insane. Or this engine, rather. Oh well. They're running sound fixes here lately rather than the Zmod stuff. I kind of just got a little bit fed up with the issues there. It seemed like there was a lot of issues going on where one example would be like the engine noise would cut out. And I want to say that this would occur whether you were using Zmod's engines or otherwise. Anybody else that's experienced that, you can definitely let me know. Oh my gosh, frames here are just awful right now. I can see if turning off the lamps will help. Let's try that and see. No, not really. Nope. Let's get them back on. 'Cause I like having the gauges on, gauge lights. I don't know, man. It's just SES has always been kind of weird when it comes to stuttering and stuff. It just doesn't seem like there's any rhyme or reason to it. It does it when it wants to, and it doesn't do it when it doesn't want to. Yeah, it's just strange. But so anyway, with the Zmod stuff, so with the, that there's the audio framework, right, from Zmods, and then you have your interior effects, and then you have the engine.
Continue straight on.
It seems like when you run those things in tandem with each other, there's weird stuff like the engine noise will be cutting out at random times, and then you'll also get like what would you call it? Weird noise outside. With they also have like the tire wind noise mod. That's a separate mod from everything else, but it works in tandem with the framework. It just seemed like everything was competing for the other. Sorry, we're gonna have to run this red light. I'm not stopping. I'm anxious to get on this interstate.
And then turn left.
Oh, got the red light here anyway.
Turn
all right, where are we going here? East on 90, I think. Yeah. So I don't know. It was just becoming too big of an annoyance to ignore. For the most part, I can ignore most annoyances, like these stutters and there's issues with the truck and so forth. But those, it was just like, man, I like, for some reason, visual annoyances are easier to ignore than I guess, what would you call it? Audio annoyances. Auditory. Seems like those are just harder to live with. So Anyway, I went back to sound fixes for a little bit. We'll see how that works, because sound fixes combines everything into one. Man, choppy frames here again. Okay, now it's smoothed out a little. Man, really got to look into that and see what's going on with these frames here. And then I get skips like that too. Jeez, it's no fun. Yeah, it's just all the more worse when you get into like bigger areas of the map that have more assets or pieces in the map.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Okay, we can do that.
Exit right.
Seems like there's a blinker noise too that's kind of absent. Interesting. But yeah, little by little, I'm gonna be trying to narrow down what's exactly going on here. It could just be some mods need an update, or the game needs a reinstall. You know, easy stuff like that. Other times it could be having to mess with graphic settings and such. Let's get over in this lane before the cars catch up to us, because we're going to be exiting here, I think, pretty soon. But at least I can take some solace knowing that I'm not the only one experiencing these issues, because it's it at least relieves some of the frustration knowing that it's kind of, I guess if you want to call it frustration. There's a lot on the part of SES that they need to fix, since you know, it's clear that other people are also going through that in their setups. And for any that have also not really paid attention to the other videos where I talk about these issues, I have also tried, one of the first things I tried when diagnosing something is like taking all the mods out and then just adding them in one by one.
Right, and then exit right.
So what I can say in my tests for sure is certain mods do, I guess, exasperate it, but they don't cause the issues, because I still see them. I still get the stutters and the FPS drops even in a clean profile with absolutely no mods.
Turn left.
So, you know, it's like there's not really any, like I say, rhyme or reason, because even without mods it still happens. So I don't really know what to say about that. You know, other than it's just chalking it up to SES has to fix some things. That's about it. That's all I can say, really. That is the only thing that is certain. We also got some other trailers got to check out here. Most of Bart's trailers have been updated to 154, as well as 850 modding. So we have some of those to check out too. Of course, Ruda's was one of the first to get updated. Pisters are all working. I was driving around with Bart's Great Dane Everest trailer the other day. Really loved that trailer. So much good customization on it. One of my favorite reefers to pull, including the one we're driving today. Dom's box, 53 footer. You can get it as insulated or a reefer too, so that's pretty neat. Man, and Jake would be perfect right about now, and I don't think we have one. That's unfortunate. Maybe I just don't have it mapped too. That could be... I don't know. It could be a weird thing too, because sometimes I'll get into a profile and certain buttons will be unmapped, or functions will be unmapped for no reason. So that could always be it too. Haven't actually checked that yet. But whoa, is that I heard a deer going by? I just happened to catch that glancing my rearview mirror there. Can't believe we almost ran over that dog. That was funny. Rather than getting out of the way, I at least wanted to make sure he was in a position to go under the trailer. Just a heads up, if you're ever going down this stretch of road near headed to Broadus, watch out for those deer. They'll put a nice dent in your hood or your grill or bumper if you run into them, so watch out. And I'm kidding. There's no there's no real collisions with animals here in this game, but just joshing around. Every now and then you gotta add some RP roleplay elements to it, you know? Kind of make it a little realistic for yourself. Ashland. We got a Q-Wit site coming up here too. Yep, there it is right there. I think we've pulled out of that one before, at least once. You know, another mod I've run without for some time is the real companies and gas stations. I should probably put that one back in here too. There's also the real traffic, what is it? Real company traffic. You get you stuff like FedEx and UPS and U-Haul, all of those that SES has their own like little knockoff companies. So to replace those with real companies. I haven't run with that mod in a while. Not really sure why. Oh, well, I guess obviously there was an update that came out for the game and it broke some stuff. So that must be why. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I do have it in here, actually. I just recalled just a few minutes ago we went through a stoplight or something and I remember seeing a subway. So maybe I do have it in here. Oh, you know what? Maybe the issue was that it wouldn't replace every company, only some. So like some companies, maybe like some restaurants or some other random buildings will have a good replacement with a real company and then others won't. Maybe that's the issue. Huh, well maybe I do still have it in here. I don't know why I just randomly recalled that, but I remember seeing a subway earlier. At that stoplight.
Continue straight on.
I've not even had Subway in I'm being completely realistic and shooting low when I say this. It's probably been longer, but I think the last Subway sandwich I had was 4 years ago. I can remember the occasion. We had one of my sister's friends came over and we went to eat there. That's the last time I remember eating a Subway sandwich. It's 4 years ago. In my opinion, it's like some of the nastiest ingredients. I hope that I'm not offending any hardcore. Uh-oh. Whoa, not what I wanted. Shoot, I keep doing that too. Golly. I need to focus up here. I get distracted and I accidentally switched my lower set of gears when I shouldn't have. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Subway at all. Especially because they've been caught putting some real sketchy things in their products. I'll spare you the details if you don't want to know, because some people would rather not know. But yeah, ever since then I've lost major respect for for Subway. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Man, I think this happened to us last time too. This exact same thing when we came to drop off here, where we got called into the scale. Well, we got to make him happy, so Sky's gonna lose it.
Turn right.
Oh, never mind. She caught on. Okay. All right, where's the thing at here? Do we got to go here? Yeah, we'll just follow this guy. Looks like he knows where he's going. The rest stop over there. Pretty cool. All right, see if we can just coast through here. Try to make him happy with this. 55, 744. Cool. Well, we are well within our CDL class limitations. We're not pulling anything super heavy. I mean, it's empty pallets, so probably close to weighing nothing at all if it wasn't for our truck and trailer.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Okay, we can do that. And we shall. Okay, I think we're good.
Keep right.
Yeah, dang, I love the sound of that engine. Those high RPMs, it actually almost sounds a little distorted.
Turn right.
Yeah, this here is one of my favorite sites to drive to, actually. K&D here in Broadus. That's where we're at. Nice scenery here, a long stretch of road. Too bad we're pulling a reefer box today. All that nice shiny chrome's gonna get a little dirty. Tires, I don't mind getting dirty, that's expected. Of course, the tractor itself too is fine. That poor reefer back there. You have to take that through the truck wash. Oh, lest I forget, need a screenshot. So this is actually a nice little stretch of road to do that here. So let's say we grab it. Okay, we're back. Nice screenshot there. It does look a little funky though. we're pulling into some farmland here, pulling a reefer box. Kind of funny how that works. Probably could have driven it to a what should call it, a US Foods or one of them other sites, Qwit maybe. Even then, Qwit is our pretty much HS Expansion's construction company. So it's not too often, I don't think, that we'd be carrying stuff in a reefer box for that, other than I guess pallets like we got here or something like that. There's a K&D here on the right, but we're gonna pass that one up because that's the hay company. So what we want is K&D equipment. They ordered some empty pallets, so they're gonna get it today. There's the hay over there. We'll pick up and drop off. I absolutely love the stretch of road. I love how long it takes us to get in and get out. It's not like the other base SES sites that you have to, I guess, finagle your way in from the road. Those tight quarters. There it is. You can see why it's one of my favorite sites. So I think, yeah, just pulling in right here. I don't think we have to reverse or anything. Yeah, I think we just pull straight forward. Cool with me. Let's see if I got us in here straight enough. Oh, we just missed it. There we go. All right, let's check our job real quick. See if we're straight enough here. Find my key for the camera. There we go. Oh, man. No wonder we missed it. Yeah, we're not straight at all. I should have given myself more room to make up for the length of the trailer, but did not think about that. But hey, any opportunity that we get to marvel at the wonderful Dom 379, you know, we'll take it. Pull it this way. There we go. Now we're straighter. You can just pull straight up. Get it right where they want it. Perfect. All right. Kill that engine. It's a Cat 3408. I want to say that's Slav Jerry's, by the way. Fantastic. All right. Empty pallets from Judith Gap to Broadus. 367 miles, 11.5 hours, 50.3 gallons. We've got our nice bonuses here. Proficiency, long distance, urgency, and trailer maneuvering. Got to love it. All right. And there's that Dom 379 box trailer right there in all their glory. So as I mentioned, and before we say sayonara, these two are paid mods. You can find them at the website linked below. That's it should be Dom's. What is it? Shoot, I forgot the actual URL. It's basically Dom's Diesel and Chrome website. So you can find the two mods here as well as the Beta 600 if that's your thing. If you want to pull a Kenworth T600, he's got a beta that's out right now, still in progress. But he's mentioned the price may go up from the current price after it's getting close to completion. So be sure to snag it while you have the opportunity at a lower price if you'd like to. Otherwise, you can get both of these complete mods, fully updated to 154, as I mentioned. Tons of customizability, really nice, good quality models, and I mean, there's so much fun to be had with this truck. It's almost like it's impossible to explain it. You just got to see it for yourself. So, yeah, definitely check those out. Check out. I always link to atsexpansion.com. That gives you the two sites that we picked up from and drove to today, as well as plenty more all over SES land. And again, thanks for the support on the channel. Really appreciate you guys sticking around and coming back for more. I will be definitely pumping out more ATX expansion content as well for updated sites, new stuff coming soon, keeping you guys informed about that. And of course, checking out every possible truck mod, trailer mod we can. So again, guys, thanks for the support. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, I kindly ask that you do subscribe and drop a like on the video and share it with anybody that you may think would be interested in watching or might be entertained by the channel here. Yep. Thanks you guys for watching and joining me. We'll see you guys in the next one. Everybody take care. Be safe. Have a good one.